We need to talk about the Premier League and the relegation battle, because I'm a Manchester United fan, and if someone had said to me in 2025, Alice, you as a Manchester United fan will be worried about Ipswich Town and Leicester City and wanting them to drop points, I'd have said, you're having a laugh, you're winding me up. But in fact, I am. Now, when Ipswich played Man City, I wanted Man City to drop points, but I thought, actually, don't want Ipswich getting 3 points. I'd like a draw in that game. Man City went on to win that game 6-0. I'd never want City to draw. I always want City to lose. What has my club done to me, hey? So we're going to talk about Manchester United. We're going to talk about Tottenham. We're going to talk about this relegation battle because it's a joke. And the first things first, I don't think Man United or Tottenham will get relegated. I think they've got too much quality. Tottenham are going to have key players returning from injury. You look at Tottenham's goal difference, they do not deserve to be that low down. There has been times where they've played all right and not taken the points. Manchester United, again, it doesn't look like it, but we'd have too much quality individually to go down. And we look set to invest in the January window. I don't know if Tottenham are going to invest, which is ridiculous, but I don't actually think Tottenham and Man United will go down. But I can't sit here and be naive and say, oh, we're too good to go down, because Man United fans were telling me they said that in the 70s and we went down. You just don't know with the quality of the league, because I think Wolves are a decent side. I think Ipswich have got some decent players, and Everton, new manager bounce, you can't rule them out. I think Leicester and Southampton, they are down and out. But it's pretty embarrassing. And also, Tottenham, if we're going off game week 9, so this is the last 14 games. Since game week 9, we are 14th. But Tottenham are 18th. Tottenham are real. They're pushing that relegation thing. Like, it is concerning. And I will say this now, the quality of the Premier League, in terms of the mid-table clubs and how good they are, is so good, because Bournemouth have an unbelievable squad, unbelievable players. Newcastle, fantastic. Villa, fantastic. Brighton, always good and up there. Brentford have got some absolute quality in attack. Fulham have got some really good players. Crystal Palace, poor start to the season, but we know they get their recruitment done quite smartly. They've got some really good players. The quality in the Premier League is there. West Ham shouldn't be anywhere near as low down as they are with the player quality they have. The Premier League is full of quality, and that's why I always think the promoted teams are the ones that's going to go back down. Now, Manchester United and Tottenham, I can comfortably say have a better team than Everton, a better team than Leicester, a better team than Southampton, and a better team than Ipswich on paper. Same with Wolves. But with the injuries that Tottenham have got, the fact that Tottenham struggled to beat Everton, who also had injuries, and the fact that Manchester United basically deserved to lose to Southampton, and then Amad Diallo basically popped up with a 12-minute hat-trick to bail us out of losing Southampton, it's a pretty bad and dire position to be in. So we're going to start by talking about Manchester United, my thoughts on Manchester United right now, and then I'm going to talk about Tottenham Hotspur, this relegation battle. The first things first, I thought Southampton at home, we just got a nice draw to Liverpool. We got a win against 10 men Arsenal. I thought maybe this is it. Maybe Ruben Amorim has found what he needs to take us to that next level. Maybe he's found something. Maybe he's got through to the squad. The minute I get a little bit of hope, the minute I get my hopes up about the squad, have a little bit of hope about this side, they go and they let me down. We beat Arsenal, we draw to Liverpool. I start to get some belief. Oh, maybe this is the turning point. No. 3-1 win versus Southampton. That, honestly, result wasn't a 3-1 win. If Southampton could have scored 2 or 3, we got cooked by Southampton for most of that game. The difference between us and Southampton is Southampton got exhausted, they're full of mistakes, and Amad Diallo is an elite level player. If it wasn't for Amad Diallo, we get 0 points versus Southampton. And Southampton right now, and at the time of playing them, are statistically on track to have the worst Premier League season ever, making them the worst Premier League side ever. And they played better football than us. They outplayed us at home. Okay? That was shambles. And then you've got the Brighton game. First half versus Brighton wasn't too bad. We went 1-0 behind, but responded to it quite well. That second half versus Brighton was abysmal. We could have played that game for another 30 minutes and we still wouldn't have scored. We did not look like scoring. We looked full of mistakes, and Brighton deservedly beat us 3-1. At home, cannot keep the ball. The build-up lacks. It's all right when we get to play a big side and it's just about organisation off the ball. I think off the ball we've improved under Amorim. That was probably our biggest issue under Ten Hag, off the ball, how open we're. Really improved under Amorim. It's only the individual mistakes that are letting him down. But on the ball, the lack of quality at Manchester United is astounding. can't build up, can't pass, can't move, statues. It's the Amad Diallo show. Bruno does something magical, or Amad does something magical, and that seems to bail us out. Now, the good thing about Manchester United is it looks like we're set to bring in a left wing back. Dorgu's being looked at, Alvaro's being looked at. We've also been linked to Cunha and attacking players. And I will say this about Manchester United. A left wing back coming just elevates us so much more because Dalot can go on his natural right side. Mazraoui can play right centre back, which is his better position. I do think bringing in a natural left wing back is going to elevate us more. And also, it's just going to improve whoever's playing at left 10. Garnacho has struggled at left 10 lately, but he's also got no support when it comes to sort of positioning and all of that as well. There's also reports of United looking at attackers, but that depends on Garnacho going, whether he goes to Chelsea, whether he goes to Napoli. Who knows? Whether he goes in the first place, who knows? But all I'm hoping is with Ruben Amorim, he's come in, he's taken over a Manchester United squad that's been recruited absolutely horribly under Erik ten Hag, and we've recruited to play 4 at the back. We've now got a manager that's reliant on wing backs and doesn't use wingers, so a lot of change is needed. And I just think getting a wing back in January, or even a natural 10, could just lift us up so many levels for in the summer to really do the work and really get the business done. Now, I'm confident things will turn around at Manchester United, and Amorim will turn it around. We should improve with time and more training. But I have to say, I'm worried. I'm worried that that nearly every team we play looks so much better than us. I don't think we'll get relegated, but I can't. I'm not comfortable. I'm just thinking, the teams below us just lack that quality. But Ipswich Town, if Ipswich Town start to get results, you get worried. Like, I'm at a point where I don't want Liverpool to win the league, but I kind of want Liverpool to at least get a point versus Ipswich Town, because I don't want Ipswich Town picking up any 3 points, because that'll worry me. It really will. So let's talk about Tottenham. Now, Tottenham have had more injury issues than any other team, and I've been quite lenient to Ange, even though Ange is getting things wrong, and you could understand if Tottenham sacked Ange because of where they are and the football they're playing. When Tottenham have everybody fit, they were playing quite good football, something that ten Hag didn't manage to do, which is why it was sort of fair to sack ten Hag in the end. But Tottenham are nowhere near good enough, and the football they're playing is not good enough. And then Everton had a lot of injured players, and Everton, who were in the relegation battle, that one of the worst sides, played better football than Tottenham and embarrassed them. Tottenham getting relegated again, I don't think it will happen. They have too much quality. Players are coming back from injury. I think they'll be fine when players come back from injury. And I can understand, a bit of negativity around Ange and why the pressure's on. But I ultimately don't think Ange should be sacked, because I actually just look at the squad and the lineups and the teams that he's fielding and the lack of support he's getting from those above him. And that's the bigger problem at Tottenham. No Vicario, no Udogie, no Van der Ven, no Romero. That's 4 of their first 5 back choice. Basuma and Bentancur, who are the 2 DMs he plays the most, out. Johnson, Werner, Odegaard out, so there's just no one on the wing. Son's minutes need to be managed because of injuries. Dominic Solanke and Forster, and even players like Richarlison and Mikey Moore have only just come back from extended periods out. You get updates that even Sarr has pulled out of training. Tottenham are having a bit of an injury crisis. Now, with Tottenham, Romero should be back on the 20th of January, Van der Ven 27th of January, and having those 2 centre-backs back will make a difference. But I look at Tottenham. They need their centre-backs to stay fit. They need another winger. And they probably need maybe a more natural DM, because Basuma is very hit and miss. If I'm going to be honest, I look at the situation, I look at everything going on, and I look at Tottenham, and their performance versus Everton was not good enough. Spence seemed to be the only player that wanted to get forward. Then Mikey Moore came and wanted to get forward. The Tottenham players do not look onside. The Tottenham squad looks down. The Man United squad looks down. They're both in similar positions. Now, a Tottenham player should be returned for injury. Maybe they'll step up. Maybe they get a bit of run of form. Maybe they get momentum. But if I was a Tottenham fan, the fact that there's not that many links about Ange signing anyone, or the links that there are, like Tyler Dibbling, but then he'll cost 55 million. Well, that's not going to happen. I'd be concerned, because if I'm a Tottenham fan, I want a winger and I want a bit more coverage at the back, because I don't rate Radu Dragusin. He's not impressed me. Archie Gray's great. Berthwell's great. Mikey Moore looks great. But Tottenham right now are relying on the teenagers, because their experienced players are not helping them out. Other than Kulusevski, their experienced players aren't helping them out. Solanke and Van der Ven are very key, important players, and hard-working players are out. And the Tottenham injury crisis gets worse. And if they don't bring anyone in with the current form they're in, it's definitely a possibility. Tottenham and Man United, they are in that relegation battle. I don't think they'll get relegated. I think they've got too much quality. But they need to invest, because they're in that relegation battle. Tottenham's is more due to injuries. When everyone is fit, they do play good stuff under Ange. But honestly, the mess that my club's in, honestly, and I feel like obviously Tottenham fans can relate, it's a disgrace. To go from fighting to 6th to like, oh my God, I would do anything just to be in the top half of the table. What has our clubs done to us? I don't know. You just look at Bournemouth. You look at the way they're playing. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of Bournemouth. as a Man United fan. I'm worried about Ipswich getting 3 points versus City and 3 points versus Liverpool as a Man United fan. When I would do anything to watch Liverpool and City lose, and that's all I want to see. I don't want Ipswich getting 3 points. This is what Man United done to me. Now, there is updates on Garnacho. Would he go to Napoli? Would he go to Chelsea? There is updates on transfer news. But I won't do any videos on that unless we get any confirmation. Thank you for watching. More Alice. See you next time. Bye.